Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
Is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great again.
Trevor.
I mean, why didn't he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
You've made it to the right place. Sit down, get comfy, find a blanket or a hemorrhoid pillow, whatever you need.
I need a hemorrhoid pillow.
Do you really?
Not really.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I just thought it was kind of funny. That's what you led with.
I don't know. I'm sorry that you
They
need
can
it.
be comfortable.
I'm sorry that
What?
you need a hemorrhoid pillow. Nathan, how's it going? You're doing this thing. This.
Not Nathan. I'm Night Owl.
You're night
Owl.
He's got like his.
I'm gonna sleep with Dr. Manhattan's girlfriend and endanger the world.
Okay. Good.
It's a hobby.
I like that. I like it. Are you gonna do it all while the song Hallelujah plays in the background?
That depends. Is this the movie or the graphic novel?
Well, I guess it depends on if the song plays. Really, I mean, then
Yeah.
You could turn the song on while you're reading the graphic novel.
I suppose I could, yes.
Hallelujah.
Hey, Eric, can you?
Oh, hey, Nathan. What's up?
Oh, hey.
Hallelujah.
Hey, Eric, you might want to have our intern turn the light up on your side just a little bit. There. You're a little shaded tonight. There you
Yeah.
Want to make sure everyone can see your beautiful eyes.
We were trying to get that
I was
real
mixing.
cave look going.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the dark.
Like it was.
We're gonna do it in the dark, guys. Oh, it's so dark.
Oh, jeez.
At night.
Oh, there we go.
What?
I don't
When
know.
have we ever been men in a tub during the
Put
day?
it away, Trevor.
Yeah, I don't know.
At lunch.
In Japan.
The lunch cast.
The lunch cast.
Yeah, that's
Check that out
true.
for $5. Oh, a
on
month.
Patreon.
Get 4 of
Yeah.
them for $5.
There's people who
Five
do that.
sometimes.
Boy, we didn't get too long before we self-promoted.
We should always self-promote.
Yeah.
Who's
There's
going to do it
nothing
for
wrong
us?
with
Nobody's watching right now, anyways. So. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Wow, you're horrible. All
Eric's
the people who
feeling
don't
bad.
watch us live now
Our
just
great-
feel like they're not valued.
We've got
Oh,
some
sorry.
people. We've got some people in the chat.
Oh, do we?
They're just being quiet.
Okay, good. I was
all
worried.
right.
I was worried. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you nobody.
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Yeah.
That's true.
Get it together, man.
I do that a lot.
Your mood entirely depends on how many people you see in the chat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. He is driven.
That's why, like,
driven
that's like,
by attention.
That's like the Twitch 101. Don't look at the numbers.
Right.
Don't pretend there's millions of people watching.
That's
you.
why when we
are.
do the lunch
And
cast,
they're
you
all in
don't.
their underwear.
Yeah.
Yes, they're all in their underwear.
How does
Yes.
that help me? I don't see them.
You imagine them, so they might be prettier.
That makes me feel creepy.
Wouldn't it be easier to imagine them in their underwear if you don't see them?
Yeah,
Well, I suppose.
it's just a sea of people in their underwear
I can imagine that.
sitting in front of us.
But then I also like look up at the podium and it's like Hitler talking.
That's awkward.
We are warriors.
Wait, why would he be on the podium?
I don't know, because I just like in my head I see black and white, and then it's like it's like old World War II footage that I'm seeing when I imagine people in their.
But if you're the one looking out at the audience, wouldn't you be the one at the podium?
Yes.
Exactly.
See, that's where
Point
this thing gets
made.
real dark and weird.
Wait, so you're Hitler. This
Yeah.
is that Twilight Zone episode.
Yep.
Yeah, but you guys
What's
know the
awkward is he likes the attention.
We went
so
to the
he's really
darkest.
torn.
We went to the darkest timeline real fast
you,
there.
You know, like what I'm talking about, though, right? Like
No.
the Hitler, the World War II
No.
footage where they show it, like on the History
Yeah.
Channel.
Like Triumph of the Will.
Yeah, and he's like, "See fine, stay put," and then they're all like, "Yay, murder!" And then it's just, I don't know. I look out, and it's like this weird dream where I look out into the crowd. They're in their underwear, but it's black and white. And then when I turn around, I'm not on the podium. I'm like in the crowd.
You're
And
just, you're just listening.
I'm in my underwear, maybe.
You're just listening.
And then,
So you introduced Hitler?
yeah, maybe, yeah, that could be.
Or his warm-up act.
Gentlemen. Yeah.
Welcome to the Hitler Show.
Wow. You know, we'd get
We
more.
got him
we'd
all
probably,
the way from Austria. I think you're really gonna like him.
If,
Everybody, give it up for Adolf.
if we did that episode, I think we might get more followers. Maybe.
He's special touring show Jews in the tub. That's not good. That's
Now
a
we're
dark.
in the dark.
Now it's dark.
We were
dark.
we were
Now it's
skirting the
bad.
edges. And then we
Now
just
I'm
jumped right
sorry.
It's just bad.
Please forgive me. That was uncalled for.
That was very uncalled for.
I am ashamed of myself.
As you should be.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to reinforce it with your sound bite.
I think Kyle has a compulsion to reinforce.
Yeah,
It's part of my job, all
It's
right?
like, I gotta let people know. If they didn't know that they sucked after they opened their mouths, I'm gonna tell.
Wow.
I'm gonna.
Oh my!
Now we
That's-
just went
that
to
was-
another alternate timeline.
That was an unintentional. That was unintentional. What I just said there. Now,
Hitler wouldn't have liked those people either.
yeah, that's true.
You never know.
I don't know. I think didn't he kind of swing that way? Maybe just a bit.
He's not really in it. Okay, we're wildly off topic. I'm not even sure what the topic was.
It's like when they.
But Nathan, you're driving it, so
It's the top of the show. We don't have a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
That's how the top works. It's topicless.
It's like when they said they got Osama and then they found all his pornos.
Oh yeah.
that he was in.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a
Yes,
fat guy
that's
too.
what it was.
Osama Bin Laden.
I bet that's on the internet. I bet that's on the internet.
That would have been a much brighter timeline, I think.
It's like,
I tried to prepare for everything, but
That wasn't it.
no.
Adapt your shields. Adapt them.
Winning.
we all knew he was into some weird stuff. We didn't know he was making parody.
Jeremy's searching for it right now on his
parody
computer.
porn of himself.
Oh,
Of
no.
course, you know that's actually a dog toy called the Osama Bin Laden.
It's just that makes more sense. I would hate to see the 9/11 porn. That's all I'm saying. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
it's-
terrible.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
It is a stuffed figurine of Osama bin Laden. It's called the Osama Bin Laden.
oh
And
man,
he's got his middle
So that-
finger up.
Yeah, so
No,
the dogs can chew
I
it.
think
No.
he's just pointing.
he's just
Yeah, he's
pointing
got
up
a
to
sword
Allah.
and he's pointing to Allah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a middle
you
finger.
should
He does
see
look
this.
like he's flipping him off, though.
We'll let people at home search that.
Yeah,
themselves.
search it.
Okay, that was pretty good though.
We're not gonna show
Yeah,
that.
we're
Buy
not
that.
gonna s-
Buy that chew toy for your dog.
Your doggy will thank you.
Jeremy, are you purchasing it right now for your dog?
Of course not.
Your dog would love that, though.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
No, he's like he lost a tooth the other
Aw,
day,
I
and he
hate
was like
terrorism.
bleeding all over the house.
He was
Tastes like
bleeding all over the house.
Yeah, well, because he's an old dog, and their blood doesn't clot as easily the older they get, and so his every time he'd like itch his butt or something, he'd get blood all over himself because he'd open up the wound.
Wait, what? He was itching his
He's
butt,
itching his
with,
butt
his
with his
teeth?
mouth.
Cat.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever seen
animals do
that? A
that,
dog
yeah.
itching their
They
butt
sniff
with
their
their
own
mouth?
butts.
Like they bite it.
They
like
kinda
you
nip
chew
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but
That's
that's
how
what
they
he was
do
doing.
it.
But he had lost a tooth, the one right behind his canine,
Uh-huh.
and
Wait,
so he'd like
canines have canine tooth?
yeah.
Teeth?
So he'd like
I mean,
tear open
wouldn't
the
all their teeth
the,
be canine?
the hole, right? And end up having like this big old spot of blood on him and we're like, first time we saw it, we thought like he like some animal attacked him in the yard or something.
I thought you were a male.
Something
And we're
bit
like,
your
there's
butt.
no cut here, and then his mouth was all bloody, and it was like, uh-oh. Found out he had lost a tooth.
That's too bad.
So yeah.
Poor puppy.
I had some blood
Did you have
coming
some
out of my
blood?
thumb earlier this week.
Oh,
That's-
ooh, it was
Were
going
you
somewhere dark for a
cutting
minute.
carrots?
So no, so you've all used a Bic pen, correct?
Well, yeah, sure. The
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of the most
Like
famous
the
pen ever.
just the
Click,
most
click,
generic.
click, click.
No, like the most generic.
Oh,
plasticky.
Plastic
with the
pen
plastic
with the
cap,
cap.
that you
Yeah.
always chew on the little
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Sure.
Well, so I had one of those at work this week, and I didn't realize it at the time, but it had split. So have you ever like pressed that down too far and it kind of splits the cap in half?
Sure.
Oh, the
Well, so
cut
No.
you, it pinch
Never
you.
done
well,
that.
no. So it's you've never seen that happen before, really?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like at the bottom of the cap.
You've been
if
chewing
you-
on it.
No, if you push it too far down and it like gets stuck on the pen, sometimes it'll split at the very bottom
Of
where
the
it's-
cap.
Yeah, at the very bottom of the cap. So you've got like the cap
I
and
mean
then
the
top
crack.
of the cap?
It'll crack.
yeah, it'll kind of crack.
The opening of the cap.
Opening of the cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
you would
okay.
put on the pen. So I didn't realize it had kind of split. And I was just kind of,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about now?
Now Nathan gets it.
I figured it out.
Yeah. So I wasn't thinking, or I didn't notice that it was there, and I wasn't looking at
So it
it.
was on the back of the pen like this.
It was sitting on the pen,
like this.
It was capped on the pen,
And then you were doing this.
and
with
I was just kind of sitting there like
it
this,
was
and something frustrated me.
pushed in there
and
farther
I hit it
and
down further
hard.
than I
Oh.
wanted to, and I
that.
stabbed my thumb with the pen because the rest of the
Your thumb
cap
got
just
caught.
split and it just went all the way through.
it. Oh man.
It was not fun.
That's
oh man.
bad.
That's terrible.
That's real.
I didn't.
real
I
bad.
mean, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
So
Fortunately, I'm still able to play video
So it was like,
games.
so your thumb was like here.
That was a close one.
It was
Thumb
a close
like here,
one.
and it was like, ow.
That's close. Speaking
Yeah,
of,
something
I
like
mean,
that.
video games.
But it was like
good.
this way.
Yeah.
And your thumb got
It's
caught.
good you
Is
can
this the
play
pen?
video games because
This
there's a
is your
lot
thumb.
of video
No,
games coming out.
no, like the pen, the
like
pen,
this.
the ballpoint of the pen
Yeah.
actually stabbed me.
Oh.
So
The
you
tip.
had a pen that was dipped in your own blood.
Oh,
Yes,
Did you
should've-
write
So
with
you,
it? That
you
would've
were
been
in
cool.
a prime position to make a deal with Satan.
I really was.
You could have just done it right then and just written a letter. You could have written a letter and just gotten it, like saved it for a later day. You
Or
know,
you could like, I mean, it's good inspiration for a metal song.
Yeah, that
What?
would have been a good
What?
metal song. Bloody thumb.
bloody thumb.
What are you throwing back there?
What? I don't know.
Cough
what you're talking
drops?
about. Yeah.
Are you getting sick again?
No, it's been kind of lingering.
Yeah, I hear you. I think I got it from you.
All that kissing we did last week.
What? Why would you play a cat sound?
I don't know, just because.
All that kissing we did last weekend. Meow.
Is that better?
Oh no.
Slurp and then kiss.
Definitely not better.
my butt.
That's
yeah.
it's still bad.
There are a lot of video games coming out, so good thing your thumb is
Yeah,
okay.
I
So
was-
we're about to
I'm-
hit that gaming.
I know
season.
it is that
It's
gaming
like-
season.
This week, it's really when it hits.
I'm
hard.
really nervous about it because
You would be. It's
well,
change.
no, because
Oh.
it's money
Oh yeah.
that I
too.
gotta find and
Rob,
convince my
bank.
wife that it's okay
It's
for me
very
to buy.
important. Just tell her
It's
It's
very
not just money;
important.
it's money and
It's
time.
part
Dollar.
of work now.
It is money and time.
It's,
Yeah.
it's,
your job.
it's a
It's my
tax
job
write
now.
off. It's a tax write off.
It is actually.
Yeah, you could totally do that. But yeah, you got Mafia coming out Friday.
Yes.
Mario sticker, whatever. No, this is
Mario-
not Sunshine.
Paper
No,
Mario.
Paper,
Paper
Mario, Super Color Splash Star.
I
Something
haven't seen
Splash.
a lot about that one. Is that one supposed to be pretty good?
If you like Mario RPG games, yeah, it's kind of like
Okay.
that.
Wait. They're doing Mario Slash now?
It's, I don't know. It's
What
something
was
like
that?
Splash or something. I don't. It's a paint
Nathan,
one.
do you
What was that?
do you have a cat with you?
Yes. She barged in here and is now like a foot from the microphone.
It's like, let me say something.
It's like. Wait, that's not Nathan's cat. That's not the real cat. I'm confused.
It had like a.
So, anyways,
What are you doing?
why did you do that same thing 2 times in a row?
Because the
Kyle?
cat charged in.
We got it the first time, Kyle. You didn't have to do it twice.
Not only did you do it twice, but then you explained it. Wow. Someone take that away
No,
from him.
I'm not gonna do it, Trevor. Don't tempt me to do things that will get me more upset.
Do it.
Not me upset, but get
I
them
saw what
more
you were
upset.
going after.
I saw. Yeah, Trevor's like motioning over here. Just do it. Just
do it
another
again.
time.
Do it again. I found it hilarious.
Well, so did Nathan. He was chuckling quite a bit.
I was more laughing. I was more indicating it so it would annoy Eric more. Honestly.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it again?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what was going on. I had a Jeremy moment where I didn't understand why it was funny.
What's happening, guys?
I was
mean. I'm hurt
I was
now.
confused by the humor.
That's not nice of you.
Yeah, I
You
don't
just
know.
trumped me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to trump you. You are running for president. I apologize. I do respect your
I
authority.
appreciate that.
You're an idiot.
I saw I think if you pay $100, you could play Gears of War tomorrow.
Early.
Does anybody do?
Hmm.
You
I
could
don't
do
have $100 to spend.
You can let's see. Then on Tuesday, Gears of War officially comes out. But there's just a bunch of stuff. It's like Gears, and then it's then
Mafia,
It's,
you
then
said
it's
that first, right?
Yeah, Mafia, Gears, Battlefield the next week. Then the
Titanfall.
next week is Titanfall. Then after that, it's Call of Duty, and then it's just like man, it just-
Then we're doing that 24-hour live stream, so we got plenty of games to play for that.
Yeah.
that's good.
That is true.
I was just gonna play through the entire Halo collection.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
We-
that's pretty ambitious for 4 hours.
Nathan, could you play? Could you play 3 hours of Tetris?
Not unreasonably.
Okay.
No, maybe. So
I
yeah.
was just thinking of playing like Pokemon Blue or something.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good. I like that.
I do like that idea.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna have to talk details.
Okay.
Your scheduling and such.
I can
Deets
show you
and
my
sketch.
missing no.
Okay.
So, anybody who's excited for that new Pirates movie?
No.
I am super excited about it.
Trevor's like, they told me I would like it, so I.
Yeah,
think I
because I
will.
listen to everybody, and I'm just not. I'm definitely not swayed by any sort of feeling that I need to be superior to it or something.
Those movies are terrible. It's
I
not that
love
I
those
feel
movies.
superior to
I
it.
love
They're
The
those
first
just bad
one
movies.
was like, oh, that's okay, and then they did it again, and I was like, that's not okay anymore.
It's like-
and then they added like ghosts, and then it was like, that's dumb.
Actually, they had ghosts in the first one.
That
and
ain't
they
the
weren't
point.
Ghosts.
featuring Johnny
Wait.
Depp as Johnny
Depp.
Depp.
When?
Don't even, Nathan.
What do you
What
got?
movie did they have ghosts in?
They didn't really even have ghosts.
All of them.
Remember the one?
I
Did
guess you
two.
They had undead people.
Yeah.
They didn't have ghosts.
They never
Yeah,
had
they were
ghosts.
ghosts.
Yeah.
What about the pirate ship in the sand one? What was that? Was that the
Wasn't
second
there like
one?
a ghost
was
ship for a
the-
while one time?
That
I
was
don't-
the
I mean, how
I
many-
thought there was a. Is it the
One.
That
undead
was really
ship?
bad.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
the first three and I was
It's,
like,
it's a cursed ship. It's not a
no
ghost ship.
more.
Okay.
I think they
No.
refer to them as ghosts. At some point.
No more pirates. We don't like it.
Fine, that's for you. I love those movies.
Yeah.
All of them?
all of them.
He's
I
gonna-
love
They're
them.
he's
so
gonna
bad
pre-order
though,
it.
Trevor.
No, they're not.
They're so
fun.
bad.
He's already got his tickets.
I don't. Nathan, do you like them though? Nathan, you like them, right?
I've enjoyed some of them.
Okay, so what's
The
this?
second one, I can understand saying.
And the
was
third
bad.
one. And
You
the
know
fourth
what'd be
was-
really cool?
There were
No,
still,
no,
there
no.
were
The
still really
second one I liked. The third one I didn't like because the third was just completely unnecessary.
You know what would
It
make
had
me
some weird-
watch it?
Huh?
If they
I-
actually didn't have Johnny Depp.
Well, this one maybe
I never
maybe
saw
the
the fourth
subtitle
one.
of this new one is hinting that they're going to kill him off, which would make me very
Oh,
happy.
that
But he'd
might
probably
be
just
worth
come back as
I doubt
A
it.
ghost?
Ghost Johnny
I mean,
Depp.
undead.
They better kill him off in this one so they can't make any more.
Are
That
you
would be
kidding me?
great.
That's the cash cow.
What is?
Like that's the only movie that Johnny Depp can make anymore that makes money.
Yeah, that's true. But that's just well.
I mean, they
yeah.
tried to dress him up like he was an Indian for the.
That was just
That was
racist.
bad. That was so bad.
That was terrible. I didn't watch it.
I think
I refused
my
to watch
favorite
it.
like modern Johnny Depp movie like of recent history is got to be Sweeney Todd. I love that movie.
Ooh,
That movie
that's
was
a
awesome.
I have
solid
not
one.
seen it.
That's a good Sweeney. That's a good Sweeney Todd.
That's a
movie.
good Sweeney
That's a
Todd
good. That's
there.
a good Sweeney Todd. That's a good Johnny Depp movie. But like, yeah, he just so much of the time kind of plays that same like, oh, I'm so fancy.
Idiot?
I don't know what it is. It's just this. I think the pirate thing made him so popular that it's just like I think he slowly started turning into a pirate in real life.
I
Like,
think so.
I think it was just like he just was trying to harness Jack
Didn't he
Sparrow.
like just get into a bunch of trouble for like
Captain Jack Sparrow.
his ex-wife like trying to say that he beat her or something?
Oh, probably.
Trying it. Wow. Wow.
He
No.
just-
Like his
Winona-
I don't know.
Winona
I don't know what
Ryder?
happened. I wasn't a part of it.
Why are we spreading rumors that we can't
Wow.
like, confirm, Kyle? That's just real dark. It's just mean and wrong, and you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It should be nice. Stop trying to look for a good soundbite. It took you too long.
Yeah,
Okay.
we all knew what you were doing.
It took you way too long. It's just that didn't even work. Yeah, I'm gonna take the soundboard away from you.
Whatever.
Kyle.
When you and Jeremy run it,
It's amazing.
It's art. It is art.
It is.
in its purest form.
Yeah.
It only as far as Dada is art.
What's Dada?
What?
Like Lady Dada?
No, it's
No, Dada is a form of art that tries to deconstruct art by being meaningless.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about. It's very beautiful.
All right.
It's gorgeous. It's fun and it's pretty and people like it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You're like the Banksies
Oh,
of soundboards.
wow. Yeah.
I think it's just more that cohesion of Eric and Jeremy, kind of riffing off each
You
other.
just it's just real
know?
magic. Almost like the clowns. Remember how we reported on
That's
Remember how we reported on clowns like months ago?
Yes.
Where was that, in Oregon or I don't know,
South
Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
That's right. They were clowns, and now like here in Omaha where we are, there's been like clown threats and stuff. So it's just weird. And then Kyle's just playing.
Seriously, Kyle.
Scary.
Clown laughs.
Turn it off.
You're freaking me out.
Yeah, it's just weird. But there's a clown murder coming, so just prep for that. If this really ends up being like a big publicity stunt, that'll be impressive, right? We'll all be very impressed and want to see whatever
I'll be
movie
very impressed with it.
that they're
Yeah.
putting out. I'm sure.
I don't think it is just a movie thing, though.
No, this was like a high schooler that was threatening, and they're charging him or whatever. I don't know.
I don't.
Did you see anybody see any clowns? Did anybody see any
I
clowns?
haven't. I've seen pictures that my friends have tried posting on Facebook that claim that it was a clown, but they're too grainy and too far out.
All right,
to
here's what we
even see
do.
it.
We get some clown suits.
No.
Nope. I don't
No.
want to get shot.
I'm listening. Jeremy,
No.
I am immediately out of this plan.
Jeremy, for the record, I'm listening.
I'm just,
Okay, go ahead.
We
Go on.
We go find some dumpster,
Go on.
and we just like do a few different shots of like
Yeah.
clown like
Uh-huh.
sticking its head slowly out of the dumpster,
Okay. Yeah.
and then someone like running away in
All right.
terror,
Uh-huh.
and then we just post it on Twitter,
Okay.
like it was a real thing.
And then we threaten something?
No,
Like,
no,
oh,
we
okay.
just do spottings around town.
Be
of-
like, oh, we saw these
clowns.
clowns in the dumpster,
Yeah.
guys, and we just perpetuate the lie.
exactly.
Like we just keep it going.
yeah,
Oh, that's good, actually.
yeah.
As long as nobody saw us and shot us or something,
No.
because there was some police put out a alert warning, like, don't dress as a clown if you don't want to get shot.
Well,
Wait
we
a
would do
minute.
it. We would do it nowhere near where it's actually mattering.
Clown lives matter.
We'd like just find an empty street and do a fake, so that it's undetermined where it's at. We'll just say, "Oh, this is by 72nd and Dodge" or something, you know.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Nathan?
Wait a minute. What if what Jeremy just proposed is what everybody's been doing since the South Carolina thing?
I probably.
Everybody's just been faking it thus far.
How do you know it's not me?
You are one
Yeah,
pathetic
it's
loser.
probably true. I bet it's just like a thing where they have just kind of copycats. That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's
And then
the
what we'll
term,
do is
right?
we'll do another one, and we'll say it's from like in Minneapolis, and then we'll do another one, and it'll be from Chicago. Mm-hmm. It'll be fun.
You think
Make
so?
that work. And then there'll be another one from New Jersey, but that person is a Jewish clown.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that. I like
What?
that. There's
Why
always
does
because-
Jersey one have to be a Jewish class?
well,
This
it
is where
could be
they
an,
hang
it
out.
could
Jeremy
be an
thinks that
Italian.
they're from Canada.
It can be an Italian clown too.
no,
That could
but
work.
everybody knows that's where there's like the Jewish clown colony up there in
Yeah,
Jersey. So
yeah,
it's
northern
it's
Jersey.
just common knowledge.
Are you talking about that TV show about the Jersey Shore? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Can't believe he's never heard of the clown community, northern.
I've
Jersey.
lost complete track.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
Alrighty,
About.
we're here with some news. News is cool. This
Breaking news.
story.
Eric's got a Diet Coke.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Wow.
news. Way to break down that that third
Thank
wall.
you,
thing
Trevor. I
wanted
that
to-
you always call Trevor out on.
No, I was letting the listeners know.
That's what I was about to crack a fat one. Oh,
Yeah, there it is, right
But
there.
what are the nutrition facts? Details at 11.
Ice
0
cream soda, is that
calories,
more healthy?
0 fat,
Details at 11. You're spoiling it.
40 milligrams of sodium. I'm killing myself. This comes from GameSpot.com. It says No Man's Sky subreddit closed, described as hate-filled waste hole. I'm going to use that a lot now. By mod.
Hashtag.
Waste hole.
Hashtag.
Oh. Update, it's back. Yeah. So
It's back, and it still is a hate-filled waste hole. I follow that subreddit. Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe, we do take questions.
Yeah.
You can email them at iwannaget@minutehub.com, or you can text in the chat.
Yeah,
We'll
if
get-
you do,
we'll-
if you do have an email though.
But just wait, hold on and wait, and we'll get there
Yeah.
as soon as we can.
We'll get to them if you've got
Yeah.
questions. We
Feel
field
free to
questions
ask.
every week. So
Yeah, right. So anyways, No Man's Sky.
So yeah,
Trevor is single.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Just to answer.
I try to get that
Just
one
in
out of the
case-
way.
in case
Get
you
it
wanted
out
to
of the
know,
that
Joe.
always seems to get asked.
That's smart.
So
Yeah, that's real smart.
he
I
is
like that.
single, available,
Yeah, so
interested.
as far as this No Man's Sky Reddit, it was taken down temporarily.
Okay.
They have got a new moderator now that has come back and got it open again.
He's working hard to clean it up. The
Yes,
joint.
but I guess that part of it was there was a lot of controversy because people were deleting different stories and posts that people had because there was so much hate with everything. I mean, it's essentially everything that you've heard or seen any of your friends posting on social media about the game, that anybody that you've talked to that's been upset about it, that it was like that times 10. I mean, I had been going to that for a while before the game came out, just looking at like what people were saying, talking about, and anytime
the leak was covered there quite a bit. The guy that bought it for like $3,500 or whatever it was.
Right.
And-
So, I mean, it's one of those things that now that it's out, now that there's people, I mean, there still are people that are posting things that are like relevant screenshots, different things that they discovered, things like that. But then there's tons that's just hate. I mean, it's all about. There's a lot of hate towards Sean Murray and Hello Games in there too.
It's unjustified.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, there was another story I guess that broke this week that they had decided that they wanted to sell the game for $60 instead of the $30 that Sony had suggested. So I don't know. It sounds like
they did say that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it sounds like there may be a little bit of. I honestly
Sony
I think
threw
there's-
them under the
There's
bus.
a lot
Yeah.
of blame for both parties. I think that it's a
Hey, Bick, welcome back.
hey.
I'm just kind of done with the whole No Man's Sky conversation.
Well, I know, I get that it's hard. It's just, but this is kind of interesting that they closed the subreddit.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
pretty unprecedented.
So someone
yeah,
came
it's-
back, and I know there was somebody that had posted on there today or when it came back up saying, hey, make sure that none of the moderators are the previous moderators.
Yeah.
Because they had been removing content that didn't fit reasons, which
that sounds like
Reddit's
Reddit in general.
content being removed in general is kind of crazy at times. And
Well, I know, and that's like this week. You know, I kind of ran into that, but I get it. You know, they really want it to seem more. Organic's probably not the right word, but it's something like that where they want it to seem more like natural.
Collaborative?
But natural discovery, not like look at
self-discovery.
You can't
but
self-promote
promotion.
you at all on there. Like it does really just get
Yeah.
you downvoted quick if you do that. I understand it. It's good. It
has its place.
but it's just one of those things where if like they definitely let you know that that's the case. But it's messed up though that they would be just removing articles and things like that from there.
So there there was some suspicion that it was somebody from Sony or from Hello Games that was working as a moderator too. So it seems like there's a lot of hate in general, just even with the subreddit, and so they're trying to clean it up and let people just vent, I guess, because that's what people want that Reddit to be, or that subreddit.
I think
to be.
they should allow that. I think just let it. It's still
flow.
publicity.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just like it makes me so sad because it's just like I don't know. People are a bunch of babies.
No, if people are
they're just
complaining
like-
about it, that means they're still playing the game.
Here's the thing: it should have never been. They should have never printed discs.
No.
It should have just been a digital release for $30, and
Yeah.
everything would have been fine. Like because I don't think I think you got $30 worth of content with that game.
Oh, yeah.
like easy. I spent 50 hours with it. I mean, I felt maybe a little bit like at the end of it, I was like maybe a little jaded.
Well, you still haven't. None of us have reached the center, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the next update to come out.
Yeah, they're supposed to add base buildings, but I'm curious
I'm
like
waiting
how
for
that's gonna
games that I
happen.
don't wanna
you know?
play first.
But I don't know.
Yeah, and Bick's right. If a moderator is working in the game company,
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's messed up. They shouldn't be able to do that, and I agree completely.
That's some Gamergate stuff right there.
Yeah,
What's that?
That's some Gamergate stuff right there.
Oh
yeah.
Gamer,
I mean, it's insider type of stuff too. So I mean, it's one of those things that I get it. I still think that there's a lot more hate than there should have been.
Yeah.
It's
I just still hear Nathan's cat.
I see.
but,
I see a tail in the mirror behind him.
yeah. Well, we've talked about No Man's Sky a lot,
Yeah.
so let's move on. But I think, like we said before, it doesn't deserve the hate it's getting. I feel like Sony kind of blew it out of proportion. But let's move on. Let's just move on to happier things, right?
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's right. This comes from MarketWatch.com. Says Netflix said to be in Disney's crosshairs, and analysts see a streaming rationale.
Yeah, there is a lot of speculation within Wall Street that Netflix is going to be picked up by somebody as a new acquisition.
Like bought out, huh?
Like bought out.
That will be the end of Netflix.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's terrifying.
agree, especially if it's somebody. I mean, if it's somebody like Disney that buys it.
Oh,
I
it'll
think
be
that's,
over.
That's the end of it because that's going to mess with any type of licensing that they have for other companies and cause all kinds of a headache with getting more content.
I could see it selling to like a Comcast. Or
Oh, that'd be wonderful,
like that.
Joe.
Oh, it'd
that
be
would-
horrible, but I could
gosh.
see it happening.
Well, I mean, they mentioned different places like
NBC.
Google and Apple have been part of the rumors as well, but that
Google would ruin it too.
Yeah.
And Apple
right. But
wouldn't?
I think I think
Oh,
that,
no,
I think
I
that the
mean-
difference with a company like that
Apple would make
trying
it
to
better.
buy it, I think that it would be one of those things that it's not a company that is built on doing what Netflix is doing and trying to compete with everybody else.
Yeah.
I think that's where the biggest problem with Disney trying to buy out Netflix would be, or any other company that is in that type of business. I mean, if it was something where it's another tech company that buys them, that doesn't really
Why would
dabble
they
in
sell
that kind
though?
of stuff.
Why do you think they'd sell?
I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't know that they necessarily are going to.
They've done
Especially with all the original content. I mean, they're
yeah.
growing.
That's the thing is they've done. I mean, when you look at their unoriginal content, that's like been like cut almost in half compared to what it used to be.
I mean, 2 years
But-
ago, I pretty much stopped watching it, and I let the kids use. It was like Netflix is so my kids can watch their cartoons over and over and over again. But the last 2 years, man, they've been pumping out stuff I want to
Yeah.
watch.
But I guess I'm just thinking like if they want to be like they push to be respected, like an HBO or something where they got they were included in the award shows
Yep.
and all that stuff. And if they've been pushing to kind of identify themselves as this
content
provider, yeah. Well, why would you go and sell at this point? I feel like that just. I mean, I guess maybe, but I don't consider them like the normal fly by night.
Right, and I don't think
Silicon
that they have
Valley.
necessarily said that they are wanting to be bought or anything. I think it's just rumors that are going around. I mean, Netflix seems to be doing very well. I mean, they've got all the different stuff like you're talking about, the original content. I think I saw something earlier today that they are getting closer to being able to get some of their original movies into theaters now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of growth that they've had, and I mean. They've obviously got a close relationship with Disney in that they have the Marvel TV shows that they are putting out. But I don't know. To me, I agree with you, Eric. I think this would be the end.
I think Jeremy said that first, but
Oh, was that Jeremy that
It's okay,
said that?
we all agree.
but we.
I don't know. I forgot who said
I
it.
just can't. I can't imagine that it would be the end necessarily, though. I mean, this is Netflix we're talking about. I mean, they're the pioneers of.
But if you
streaming
can't get the
media.
content because it's owned by
That doesn't mean they're not going to get the content.
Yeah, whatever happened
I mean,
to AOL, think about it.
I still have like 30 of those 1,000-hour discs.
Exactly.
So whenever I need 1,000 hours of internet, I just, actually when I need 1,000 hours of cyber, I just
Yeah.
plug those cybers into
We
my
should come up with
cyber
something
machine,
for
Save it
those.
up for the apocalypse.
and then I cyber away, and it's
We should come up with an idea to use those.
great fun. Actually, I don't have any.
People
I'm
made
kidding.
mobiles.
Nathan,
out of
did you
them.
have
I
anything
did
to add
that
in
one time?
the Disney Netflix rumors?
Not really.
Okay.
You're just excited about the accusation.
Yes.
Acquisition. Sorry,
It was an accusation about an acquisition.
As you guys got to be a bunch of jerks, don't you? Cool. I'm
Just
glad.
make fun
Yeah,
of Jeremy
dude.
for saying weird things, so we have to make fun
Thank
of
you,
too.
Trevor.
GameSpot.com brings us another story, which is weird that they're covering movies, but this is Trevor's favorite movie. He's excited about this too.
Yeah.
Or wait, he's misogynistic, so he's not.
What?
Just kidding.
You're totally.
I'm just putting words in your mouth at this point.
I'm excited. I love it.
Female-led Ocean's 11 reboot gets release date. Can we just say at this point, reboots should have like a 25-year limit? Like you can't.
And they shouldn't be gender-based changes.
Well, I don't care about that, but I'm just saying if you're going to reboot
what is
something,
that?
No,
What do you-
what's the
what do you
purpose of
mean?
it? we're gonna do a female-led version of this exact same story. What is the benefit?
How about a female version of Magic Mike called Magic Dyke?
Yeah, exactly. What's the
no.
like? What makes that a better story to just like
Not Magic
we're gonna make
Michelle?
it a different gender.
That might be a better title, but I think it's open for debate.
That would have been if it was Magic Michael. So
Anyways, this is a female version. Of course, it's gonna have Sandra Bullock in it, right?
I think that's kind of weird that your argument would be that they shouldn't do it if it's going to
I
be
just
different.
don't understand why that's like your selling point. I mean, really? Why do you even have to say it?
Is this because you didn't like the Ghostbusters movie?
Well, I didn't watch it because of that, actually.
Because
That's
it was
a
women.
terrible reason
Yeah.
not to watch a
Yeah.
movie.
Well,
You're a
and the fact that I
misogynistic
don't
jerk.
like reruns like that.
Reruns.
Yeah,
That's
they're
not
just
what
like,
they're
that's
called.
what
They're
they
called
are.
remakes.
It's a reboot.
Remakes, reboots, whatever you want to call it. Hey, we can't think of an original story, so we're gonna just do one over again.
It was still original
Jeremy,
story. It
Jeremy,
was just
the George Clooney version was a remake.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
snap! Oh snap! Boom! Just drop the mic, Nathan.
What's your point?
Vic says female is better not only for the story but for the man who watches the movie. I guess I guess I could see the reasoning there.
Vic's coming in there. He's like, I want something to look at too.
Yeah.
I get that.
Trevor's like, that's why I'm there.
Well, this one I don't know why they title it as a reboot because it's supposed to be a continuation of the Ocean's 11 movies.
I mean, a reboot doesn't
Well, see,
mean
that I'd be okay with.
a reboot doesn't just
if it's
only
in
mean
the
it's
same
story.
storyline.
It just
Right.
means it's
Because Sandra Bullock is playing Ocean's sister.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay,
So-
that's actually better. I thought they were just redoing the
None
same
of you guys
story.
None of you guys knew that?
No, I didn't.
No, I
read,
don't.
I
Okay.
didn't read the
First
article.
I've heard
Trevor
of
brought
it.
the article and he didn't
I
read
didn't
it.
bring this one.
that was me.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
I just was letting you guys go at it.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have had a snarky title if it was. I'd have been
Then
like,
why is it
"More
even called?
Oceans!"
Why are they calling it a reboot?
That's why I'm saying I
Maybe
don't.
It should
I
be
think
an
that
Ocean spin-off.
it's not even a spin-off. It's another
I think that would
story.
be sequel, spin-off,
Sideline.
something.
I don't know.
A
Something other than
prequel.
that. No.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
talking? Nathan,
No,
is there someone in your room, Nathan? I hear
The
some.
cat opened the door. Do you want me to go?
Oh,
close
I
the
just keep
door?
hearing voices, and I'm like, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy?
Is Grandma coming on the show?
You should invite them on.
No, Grandma's not coming on the show.
How about your mom?
Is mommy coming on a show?
I don't think my mom would want to come on the show.
Why not?
Aw.
What did you ask?
No, I didn't ask.
Just yell.
That's not, is that fair to her that you're not willing to ask?
Hey, just yell out the door and go,
You're just
hey, Mom,
assuming?
would you watch a female-led Ocean's 11 reboot?
We just want to know if she would.
Yeah, just ask her real quick for us. Just quick, Nathan.
Hey, Mom! Mom, would you watch a female-led Ocean's 11 reboot?
Mom?
What'd she say?
I don't think she paid any attention to me.
That's super sad.
You're a loser.
That's super sad.
Oh, wait.
Hey, welcome to the chat, Unsocom4. Hey, everybody that's watching, if you have not followed us, please click follow. We would really appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm open-minded about it. I just feel like the reboots, though, like give it some time. I feel like this Ocean's 11 wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, but that's
like-
why. If this is not really reboot, if it's kind of
Right.
a
yeah.
side
I think
story.
that's what. Like,
I-
I agree
yeah.
with your argument that the reboot. If you're
But if
doing
this
a reboot
isn't a
that
reboot,
quick-
if this is just like, hey, this
Yeah.
is more story,
I think they're just saying this to be. Maybe it's just
Right.
titling
and like
issues.
being a robber runs in the family. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
what this is about. Like
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
us oceans got sticky fingers.
Yeah.
Good.
That
All right.
they
Are they the
do.
sticky bandits?
Yeah, they are. More movie news coming to us from Instagram. You know where they report the movie news.
That's right.
No, but this looks kind of cool, except for the creepy fact that if you look at this poster, it's okay. Real quick, it's Logan, the new Wolverine movie, Wolverine 3, if you must. But if you look at it, it's like a
2. We don't count that other one.
Oh, okay, sure.
Timelines.
Yeah,
Timelines.
but you can see Logan's hand with his claws out, and then like it looks like a little girl, maybe a little boy, someone like a kid's hand holding. But like what I'm noticing about it is it seems like their fingers are freakishly long. Like
They are.
don't they?
Yeah.
How is it going all the way around his hand and like coming out, and you see little nuggets, little niblets
Here,
coming
hold my
out?
hand. I'll
orangutan.
show you.
Wait, no, I
So,
can't know, but
yeah,
No, those are. I didn't see that before, but
aren't those freaky little fingers?
the fingers shouldn't be. That's a mistake. They made a mistake.
Well, you see, as Logan gets older, his hand gets narrower.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah.
from the
Okay.
animanium.
Yeah. That's
So
Science.
one
It's
of the
science.
things I heard about this is there's actually another poster or whatever image that came out that has
X.
X. Yeah, is really old, right?
Yeah, I actually just saw that today. He
With
he
who?
looks
Xavier?
terrible. Xavier.
Yeah.
And it's
Professor
Well-
Xavier.
what's
The
his
oldest
face?
that we've probably ever seen.
I think that the premise of this movie is supposed to be following a comic story that was Old Man Logan. So where he is actually aged, and I don't know if it's because he's lost some of his powers or it's just he's naturally aged. So because
I
I
think
never
it's
read
just that his healing factor is slowly wearing off.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's right. So
But this is the one that's going to be rated R, right?
Oh, good.
yeah, because that's what you got to
you know
do
what
to
though,
all of these now.
I'm excited about that because
Why?
I hope that means that they will finally let Wolverine
Kill people?
Well, not just kill people,
but be violent.
but be a vicious animal.
Yeah, that's true. They don't.
Like,
they have kind of toned some of that down.
and it's like it seems like every movie they kind of I mean, the Wolverine, which was fantastic. They depowered him, and he didn't really have a whole lot that he could do. Or the other movies, the X-Men movies, he's been fighting against Magneto, who just instantly is like, nah, you're done. See ya. So, I mean, it's like he's always been pitted against somebody that he doesn't really have any way of being able to just be a character that
It'd
he
be kind of cool if he
can
just
be.
like stuck both claws into
just,
a
like,
dude and
shredded
just ripped him
someone?
apart.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
severed him.
What about that time he fought Deadpool with his brother?
Oh,
That's in the movie that we don't
we
talk
don't want to
about,
talk
right?
about that's the movie. we don't- That's right.
That was the weakest version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But didn't,
Yeah.
didn't he have lasers coming out of his eyes or something in that movie?
He had
Yep.
he had Logan or not Logan.
Cyclops.
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 Oh no, Deadpool though. Didn't he have some
Yeah,
weird?
but he had
No,
Cyclops.
he had Cyclops' beams.
The thing or whatever. Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah, but
Right, because they
steal them.
tried
Did
to
he borrow
put
them
every
for the
he was-
weekend.
Yeah, they tried to put
They-
like every power into him.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah, they pooled all of them together into a Deadpool.
So, Unsocom 4 is like really hating on the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies.
Yeah.
And now we're not going to get in any debate with you. If you don't like them, you don't like them. It's fine. You have the right on this
Yeah.
show. You have the right to not like stuff.
Yeah. Except if it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know what?
that
I
sucks.
will admit, I
Uh,
have not seen all of Deep Space Nine before. I'm currently watching.
I'm
through
working
Netflix.
on it.
Trying to get there.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar with the other Star Treks. I watched like some of the old, like the 90s Star Trek movies because I had a friend that was really into Star Trek, and
The Next Generation movies.
I would go with him
No.
to those, and those were pretty bad.
Oh.
Are you talking with the original crew?
Like Picard.
Oh,
like
those ones?
The
Oh,
90s
okay.
ones.
Next gen.
The 90s.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You deserve better.
And so he loved those movies, and so he'd always take me. And that was my first, like, other than like my brother watching the old Star Trek, I didn't really get into it till later. So when I saw the first Star Trek movie, I was like, whoa, this actually kind of made me care about it. But then like the sequels, not so much. But yeah. But yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I like them.
They're fun.
I like them all. But,
I think that if you're not like an actual Star Trek fan,
You'll just hate on
watching.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like
It's
watching
like
those,
you guys not
those
understanding
Next
when I
Generation.
think Star Wars is dumb.
No, but I mean like watching the Next Generation movies. I get where that wouldn't fit in the same category with a lot of other blockbuster type of movies.
I just know that like after seeing the third, I just really hated the last Star Trek movie. That's all. I just really didn't enjoy it at all. That's all. That's my only problem. It was bad. It was really bad for me. Maybe not for
Yeah.
other people,
Okay.
but I really hated it. I thought it was
loved it.
the worst,
I liked it.
the worst of the three by
I
far.
think- I
I
think
can
by
agree with
far.
that.
I
but
think the second one was the worst of the three.
It was the same
I
as
would
the
agree
s-
with
Well,
that.
then you hated the third one because it was
No.
the same movie. It was like identical. The plot beats were almost the same. It's like this thing.
Hey, Ryan
happens,
here with
this
some
bad
Batman.
guy. This thing happens. Oh, there's some action. Whatever. Then the city's crashing down and burning. Okay, end the movie. Yay!
Spoilers.
That's the same movie. It was the same. Okay, we'll move on. I've already had this.
We'll move beyond Star Trek.
We'll move beyond. Way to go. This comes from Screen Rant. It says Ben Affleck confirms Batman solo film is titled The Batman.
After I saw this, it made a lot more sense. Nathan's tweet
Which tweet was
that
that?
said that the sequel, and it was a picture of him saying that he's the GD Batman.
Oh.
So that would be the
Oh,
sequel.
you were referring to that one.
Yeah, that was the one where you just tweeted the picture and said sequel.
So does this have the nerds panties in a bunch? Are we all
No, I don't
upset
think
about it? I don't like
I don't-
title.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
Oh,
it's
okay,
I
good.
think it's gonna
It's
I
been
think
well
it's
received.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't think that it's something that I think they've confirmed it, but yet it looks like they've left it open to potentially have a different name.
Yeah, it's
'cause
not.
he's-
That's
like-
what he.
He
That's
says
what
at
it is going to
least
be right
this
now.
is what we're going with right now. I might change
If you
it.
don't like it, we'll call it
Right.
not the Batman.
a Batman.
But
Maybe it'll be.
There's also some speculation
The Batman. You've been saying it wrong, guys.
that
It's
the
Batman.
Batman.
It's Batman the.
Batman the No, but there's some speculation that they may introduce the villain in the next Justice League movie, and that way it's not just they said in doing that it would further allow the character to feel like an interconnected part of a larger cinematic universe, less like a story about an isolated superhero, like a lot of superhero movies are. But he's also said that he is going to be focusing heavily on Batman being the world's greatest detective.
Cool. I like that.
Which I really hope that's I don't know. I think that it's going to be, if it's anything like his other movies that he has written and directed,
Yeah.
it's going to be a fantastic movie.
That's what I just can't, like, I'm trying to put that together. Like, what will that be like? Because his movies have been so good that he's
I actually want to
directed,
see
right?
it because of Ben Affleck.
Yeah. What's
You
that?
haven't really gotten a Batman movie that emphasized him as a detective since Mask of the Phantasm.
Sure.
Was that an animated one?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, you know what?
I mean, that's fine. I haven't
fine,
seen a
yeah.
lot of
That
the
was his way
animated
of saying,
ones.
"I don't know what you're talking about," and I assume
No,
that's what.
I was just trying to
Yeah,
confirm.
that was the one theatrical movie from the animated series.
I just bought, like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember seeing them do that one.
a month ago or so, I bought a used copy of The Killing Joke, and I haven't watched it yet.
Ooh.
Do let us know what you think of it, because I'm curious.
I heard that it's not, like, great, but I wanted to give it
You
my
wanted
own
to see
shot
that
and
hot bat action.
That's true.
That
Batgirl.
hot bat on bat action.
I just like Batman, so it's hard for me to. I'm just like Kyle in Star Trek and Trevor in Pirates.
You got daddy issues. Is
But
that
it's
what
Batman. No.
No.
Do we need to get
Okay.
into this?
We don't need to get into Jeremy's.
Let's unpack Jeremy's weird Freudian brain. So, this next story comes from Variety.com. Skip ad, it says. No, just kidding. This sci-fi cast lead in Superman prequel, Krypton.
Pretty cool.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not seeing the whole website.
Pre-
That's
prequel.
not wrong.
Pilot.
Oh, the prequel pilot, Krypton.
What a great website.
They
Superman pre-Q.
Krypton.
Krypton.
Oh, you know, it's how the kids say it these days.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
I'm interested to see what this show ends up looking like, because it is going to be on Sci-Fi, which raises a lot of question marks for me as far as its quality and
hold
whatnot.
on. A Superman prequel? So isn't
Right.
that just
Yeah.
Smallville?
No.
Before
This
Superman.
is
It's
going
his
to be.
distant ancestor.
This is basically like his great
so-
great grandfather
This is
or something.
on Krypton, right?
So yes, the whole movie or the whole show is going to take place on Krypton.
Hopefully,
that's why
hopefully
it's-
they have that classic, real like terrible sci-fi or CGI. Like that'll be great.
Yeah, they probably will.
Oh, those movies, everything on
and
sci-fi
like the
is so
generic,
bad.
like alien planet surface.
Oh boy, this is gonna be rough, isn't
But there'll
it?
be green crystals everywhere.
I don't understand the point of this show.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused with it too, because
It's
it
just
sounds
to,
like
it's just to
It'd
convince
be like,
people.
it'd be like making a show about Sherlock Holmes's distant ancestor. What's the point?
They were great, like farmers.
No, the
and-
reason Superman's great is because of the S is not for Superman; it's for their family shield.
Yeah. Okay. Stop.
They were the
bashing
good.
No
that
one-
movie.
No, they were
Symbol for hope.
yeah, because their family was the one trying to keep Kryptonians, centralized on their on their heritage instead of being.
So this
Well,
is
so
changed
the
by social
character and
winds.
the man that was cast in this
That's like the opposite of
Cameron-
Man of Steel.
Cameron
Cameron
Diaz.
Cuff, Cuffe.
Cameron what?
Cuff.
Queef.
Queef. That's what I was thinking you were
Yeah.
going with.
Sure, we'll go with that.
That's a terrible
He's
name.
actually
it's very unfortunate.
Cameron.
So
Queef.
he's a distant relative of Jor-El and Kal-El, who's Superman.
You can't tell me that all these people were just strikingly handsome.
It must have been. It runs in the family, Eric. It runs
Only
in
the
the
House
family.
of L.
I don't know. Do you
Yeah.
consider what's his face, the bad guy from the first Man of Steel, handsome?
No, bad
Mike-
people are not supposed to be handsome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's pretty
Trevor,
handsome.
that's a different continuity.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
wait,
so
is
this
this-
We're
is
talking
supposed to.
Terrence Stamp here.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
People, they just want to show how cool Krypton was. Like, guys, look how cool it was before it blew up. Look at how much of a loss it was to the galaxy.
but yet at the
because
same time, the idea of
gone
doing
now.
a show that's on Krypton, they didn't have elaborate powers or anything there either. It's because they're away from their planet that they have the powers.
Have any of you guys seen
So-
the Supergirl show?
No.
no.
Jeez.
Do you guys know
Oh,
the
geez, I-
the premise of that one?
It's about
Yes.
Supergirl growing up in high school and just having the struggles of everyday teenager and like Snapchatting.
No, do you
and
know
stuff.
the history of who she is? in that
Yes, she's his
storyline?
cousin.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
older cousin. But
No.
she got
But
yes,
because of
but
the
she
time
got
on the
dilation,
TV
she
show.
arrives later.
Yes, because she got stuck in whatever that place was where the bad people were stuck.
I want to
The
see
Phantom
like
Zone.
a I want to see
because
like a
of the-
Kryptonian
when the
version of
planet
16
blew up,
and
she
pregnant.
got
That's
taken
what
off
I wanna
course.
see. Can they make that show?
That'd be super.
It'd be good. It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be super.
Vic says they probably thought Superman fans would go for anything as long as it's a Superman.
Maybe.
That might be.
Are they really Superman fans anymore? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I
I feel
mean,
like
I'm
every.
Superman fan.
Then why does everybody hate every movie that gets made? They just hate them.
Yeah.
They just want to hate. Every Superman movie has been so hated. Like I don't know.
I liked the last.
He's a difficult character to write well.
Yeah.
I
I
would
think
agree
they
with
nailed
that.
it in Man of Steel. I really like that
The-
Superman.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think is
for the
interesting
Lois Lane
about
thing.
this too is that the screenwriter from Batman Begins, Man of Steel, and Batman vs Superman co-wrote the pilot. So there's some people that have been in some semi. I mean, I would say Batman Begins and Man of Steel were very successful movies. Batman vs Superman obviously was divided opinions, but you know,
He's been working on superhero films since like Blade.
Yeah.
okay.
Someone was asking about the new Underworld. I wasn't even aware they were making a new one.
Yeah, I think they're
I
making a
forgot about
final
that.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, Final
It's
Underworld.
supposed to be a final
I
one, I
have not
believe.
seen any of those movies.
I haven't seen
Should
any
I?
of them either.
Should
I thought
have
the
I?
last one was the final one.
Well, you were wrong.
I've got a.
Oh no, that was Resident Evil. I always
Yes,
confuse
Resident
Yeah.
Evil. They're releasing a final Resident Evil one.
Are these is this gonna be like really confusing to translate like in Spanish? The Krypton pilot. Like
Because it'll be Kryptonian.
No, just because of the last name. Like they're gonna be like, why do they keep using the all the time? Like, is that weird? I don't know. I was just curious if that's like if that's a difficult translation or if they just know, oh, that's a last name.
It could be,
Like I'm just.
but it sounds like in the show he's supposed to be like stripped of all of his ranks and then the lowest caste on Krypton. So maybe it's about him trying to overcome that and put his family back on top before their planet blows up.
All right, I like that.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stay at Variety and this next thing.
Well said.
We're
gonna
gonna
burn
hard
this next
sometimes.
You're having a word night.
You're having a word night.
You're having a worder night.
You're not improving your case.
Yeah, I know. I'm really good.
Yeah.
All right, this says Marvel's Iron Fist on Netflix premiere date revealed.
Yes. So they've announced that March 17th of next year, the 13 episodes of Iron Fist will be hitting Netflix worldwide.
Cool.
Following up the most recent release of Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Who's been watching that?
I have.
Not yet.
I've seen a few episodes. I haven't watched a lot of it.
I haven't started it yet.
I will
You
say.
need
there.
to finish Narcos. So
I'm
you
gonna
can
finish
get-
Yeah.
Narcos.
I
and
will
I'll
say
move on.
this.
I need to finish Narcos.
Make it through the first 3. They're slow. They're painful a little bit, but it does get better.
Hey, Joey the Chicken, stick around for the after show. You might get your wish. Yeah. So this is cool because this kind of brings in the Defenders, right? Because that's
Right.
coming out long after it, and then yeah, okay.
I saw some people concerned about this show though because
Because they
It's
brought Heath Ledger back to
well,
life.
no, that's what's his name from Game of Thrones.
What?
I can't remember his name now.
Wait, it better not be a
Schmeeth.
bad guy. I'm gonna hate him.
Schmeeth Schmedger.
No, the guy that was romantically involved with the king's brother.
Sure. We'll
In
take it.
season
Oh,
one.
Renly?
Yeah, Renly's lover.
Renly's okay.
That and whose sister
Yeah, okay.
I can't
Oh,
remember.
Loris Tyrell.
Tyrell, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
The Knight of
Anyways,
Flowers.
Yeah.
So, but
Tyrell.
there's some people that are wondering if it will flop because it's a white man that is a master of kung fu rather than
hey,
you know.
Chuck Norris did fine for himself.
That's true.
Uh,
I mean, if we can have Walker Texas Ranger, we
no
can have
kung
the Iron
fu?
Fist.
Well, okay, it might not have been kung fu, but it was a martial art of sorts. So,
Okay.
I'm just saying it's fine.
But I think that part of the reason that some of the people have said that there's a little bit of concern is because of the fact that you just had there's so much emphasis in the diversity with the other two series that have recently been released on Netflix, plus the controversy about Doctor Strange and the use of what's Tilda whatever her name is.
Swinton.
Yeah, as the ancient one or whatever.
yeah, she's super ancient.
She is super ancient.
All right, this next story is coming in hot from boredpanda.com. Well, you know what you get when you get a bored panda, right?
What's that?
I don't know. So this is Lego
Panda that's bored.
creates anti-Lego slippers to end 66-year-old's life. That's what I was gonna say.
Trevor, look away.
The way,
death slippers.
no, it says to end 66 years of horrible pain
I don't get it.
Yeah.
from stepping on Legos. Did your kids don't have Legos or no?
Yeah, they do, but so now you have to wear Lego slippers to keep yourself from.
it's
Yeah, when you go into your
don't
kid's
overthink
room.
it. Jeez. Yeah. See,
See, look at that. You
get that.
you instantly have Lego foot.
That's not even the worst. You're stepping. I mean, it's like stepping on the sides, though, the corners. Ugh.
Yeah. So that looks painful, and it is painful. As a child, I remember stepping on
Those are some
Legos because I
hideous
didn't want to clean my
slippers.
feet
well,
You're
why?
some
or
hideous
clean
slippers.
my feet, clean my room.
Why would you? Why would they look good? They're Lego slippers. They should look
Yeah.
blocky and square like Lego stuff.
I mean,
They're
these
made
are the
for a
kind
Lego
of,
man's feet.
Yeah,
I
these are
think
the
they're primarily designed to be used when it's dark, so you're not even going to be looking at them.
for parents so that they don't step on the kids' Legos because their kids' rooms are always a mess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is just like a marketing ploy to sell
Yeah.
some silly slippers. It's not like it's practical. I don't know why you're getting your slippers in
Yeah.
a bunch. You know
Get
what
your
I mean?
slippers out of a bunch.
Yeah.
Unbunch them.
I'm sorry.
Did anyone? I know this was one of Nathan's. Did you happen to see anywhere that where they were actually selling them, or what the cost was on those?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It obviously doesn't make sense.
Let me look.
And if you buy these, you might be an idiot. Like I'm just saying, like you might be a complete moron. But
I was just looking to buy some.
it's still like
I'm an
okay.
idiot.
It's that thing you buy for that person you don't know what to buy for. Like, oh, they have kids, and I remember that time they told me a story when they stepped on a
No.
Lego, and you're just like, oh, this would be funny.
No, that's what you buy.
Oh God.
That's what you buy your late 40s or early 50s uncle who's never been married, who still plays with
Here,
Legos.
let me screen share this with you.
Oh no!
Should we allow this?
Yeah, it's fine. It just looks hideous.
Okay, I don't know if
All
you
right.
can. Can you do it without breaking the internet?
Yeah.
Change the channel, Nathan.
Oh, it's broken.
Nathan. has
Oh
changed-
yes, I want those.
Those are actually better.
Those are way better.
Those are better.
Those are nice. I like those a lot. Those
I
are-
think that these ones are actually only available in France. The ones that Lego has made.
That's sad for the
Specifically,
Lego
so.
collector in the U.S.
Yeah, and I think Bick's right. Any slippers would work. Unsocom said, anybody read Netflix
Yeah,
signed
we
a
mentioned-
deal to
we-
stream box office movies at the same time they're released in
We
the
mentioned
theater?
that.
Is that the one that's specifically to their movies?
Yeah, because they're saying their movies will go into the theaters and they'll be able to stream them at the same time.
Okay, that's
So-
actually really cool because if you
Yeah.
like that theater experience,
Go see it in
especially-
theaters.
Well, especially
Yeah.
with like if it's an action movie that they're putting out.
If you're being held hostage in some creepy bunker and your captor happens to have Netflix, you know,
might still be able to watch it
stay
too.
in and watch the movie there.
I was gonna go out, but I
Yeah.
guess.
I guess I got him here.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Now I'm just trying to imagine if you could somehow send for help through Netflix.
probably not. I don't think it's possible actually.
Kimmy Schmidt was not able to do that.
Yeah, it didn't work.
She didn't
Just
have
go in and
Netflix.
rate everything 1 star, and they'll be like, "Something's up. We gotta figure this out."
Yeah, this guy's just rating everything, rating too many things. There's no way they've watched
You're
all of
rating
these.
Pulp Fiction 1 star. Something's wrong.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, it's just Trevor. So this
Heyo.
this next story comes from Tribune.com.pk, which makes me think this isn't a real website.
It's the Pakistani Tribune.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was the Pastor's Kids Tribune.
Yeah, that's true.
it could be.
India claims arrest of Pakistani pigeon with message for Modi. Modi?
Yeah, I'm not
Modi?
familiar with Modi.
Mardi
But-
Gras. I am familiar with Mardi Gras though.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
is
if you know what I'm
That's
saying.
the
is
leader,
one of the
isn't it?
leaders in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So India has caught a carrier pigeon that had a message on
Look at the picture of the police holding.
Yeah, there's a tweet there with them. They've got it in the cage.
They're super excited
The
about
message
catching
said the message said, "Madi, do not consider us the same people as we were in 1971. Now each and every child is ready to fight against India."
Why?
So there's a lot of tensions.
This is not the first time. They've caught multiple carrier
they caught
pigeons over the
balloons
years.
one time.
That was just recently as well. That was like the
Yep.
week previous to catching the pigeon.
That balloon just has like some weird squiggles on it.
Yes, that is
That's-
exactly
so I
what
don't
that is.
know
Weird
I don't know that
squiggles.
Weird
that's
squiggles. That's
gonna-
that's
Yes.
called
It's
Urdu, I
Pakistani.
believe, is what it says right there. If you read the squiggles that you understand.
Oh, okay.
But that had a similar message to the bird.
What? Somebody scribble on this piece of paper.
Yeah, I was like, what? That ain't gonna accomplish anything. That's just
That's just mumbo jumbos,
kids
right?
screwing around.
they were-
Unsocom says, waterboard that pigeon.
They're not letting the pigeon
Agreed.
go.
Yeah.
It's being detained for like espionage or being a spy or
This
something.
this
like
one
that.
balloon kind of looks like it's a sick balloon.
Okay.
Like if you look
Yeah.
at it, it's like I got caught. They're gonna kill
Okay,
me.
actually, I would watch a Netflix series about a terrorist pigeon that gets waterboarded. Like that sounds like a great Netflix series.
But the entire show.
Someone write Mike Tyson right now. We need to introduce that.
Yeah, that would be good. I think.
Just don't have no time for bird sex. Just tell me one more time, girl. I'd rather lie or die, girl. No more time for bird sex. Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks for coming in there and singing that for us. Well, so what let's get to
only
the bottom
appropriate.
of this story. Like what happened to these pigeons?
Pigeon.
Pigeon.
I mean, they had caught some
he's
a
in
couple years
custody.
ago too. Yeah.
He's in custody.
They're basically saying, "Hey, we know what you're trying to do. We caught your spy pigeon."
We're on to you, you dirty pigeon.
I feel like that's kind of cruel to hold the pigeon though. It's
Yeah.
not his fault that he's been trained to fly back and forth and people
Yeah.
tie paper to his leg that he can't.
Yeah, but
get off.
they can't allow him to go back into into being a spy.
Well, get him a big enough cage that he doesn't feel like he's caged.
Put a homing beacon on the pigeon.
Ooh. Then let it go on its way.
Yeah.
And then bomb where the pigeon lands next.
You could
That
probably
is not what I said.
Yeah, cruise missile that pigeon landing.
Yeah.
This would work.
Yeah. I like this idea. I like where we're going
Yeah.
with this. This is all we're just writing that Netflix series. Like
Yeah.
right here. We're writing it for them.
you know what? I
I
actually
feel like it should be animated
So does
from
that
the
mean-
perspective of the pigeon.
yes.
Yeah.
So does that
Yes.
mean the pigeon becomes a homing pigeon?
Yes.
Guys, this is actually really good because I had another TV show that I thought of based on someone that I work with and their cat. So I think we've got a couple different shows that we might be
We
able
could
to
pitch. We could
can
pitch these.
Yeah,
And
Netflix, I know you're paying attention to this.
Let's go fund us.
Yeah.
Let's start a GoFundMe.
Start a
yeah.
GoFundMe.
All right,
This
let's
one
do
will be better than
Kickstarter.
that one that we tried before.
Yeah.
Well, she needed it.
Yeah, she did. All right. This,
If you don't know, go back to
yeah,
episode
just
like
don't-
5.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
This is a Vox.com story, and if you're in this region, this is scary, and get out. Matthew gonna kill you. It says how to get people to take hurricanes seriously in one haunting sentence.
Yeah, if you don't know, there is a state of emergency in parts of Florida because of Hurricane Matthew coming in.
Such a lame hurricane name. I
I
love
know.
the name Matthew's
They do
great,
that-
but not
they-
for a hurricane.
You know how that works, right? The whole naming convention.
Isn't it like alphabetical?
Yeah.
It's based on the last child that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, that's to the.
That's
to
what
the-
it is.
I
to the
heard
first scientist that finds
Matthew.
the storm.
Oh, okay,
yeah, that's
it.
how it is.
You're the next hurricane that's coming through.
I
and
think
you're-
I thought
you're
it was
to
named after
blame.
the last teenager that TP'd Al Roker's yard.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's
how it
actually it.
worked.
Well,
I think that's how
That
it
might
worked.
actually be
it's
it.
basically the same way that a parasite got named after Obama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I guess now they are trying. The problem is when you've got something like this, I think there's a lot of people that.
You mean weather?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
like
when
a
something like
something
this.
like this happens when there's a hurricane. There's the people that don't want to believe that it's going to be.
And
as
when
bad
Kyle
as it's-
says the people, he's referring to swamp people.
no, I'm talking about people that live there.
Like I said.
Yeah, swamp people.
Yeah,
Sure, 'cause it's
That is
Florida.
actually accurate.
There is a lot of swamp there.
I don't know.
Yeah, lower than sea level.
Okay, but look,
dwellers.
Pretty sure that's where Kermit the Frog started out.
That's probably accurate. I think you might be right.
Yeah, because he's a swamp frog.
So there's a lot of people that don't want to leave their homes, and
No, they don't,
emergency people are trying to tell them you need to leave because we can't come in and help you if things go bad.
But they
Yeah.
will.
And they
I mean,
will.
they're gonna
Well,
go bad. Well, but a lot of
Things
like
will go
this
bad and they'll get there late.
one thing about the article,
Yeah.
it says that a lot of people just kind of play it off like, well, that last storm wasn't nearly as bad as Al Roker said it would be.
Right.
And so
this
they.
one's looking like it's going to be really
Well,
bad.
no, I know, but
isn't it?
that's what they're saying. But
Right.
but people just
Katrina
kind
ain't
of
got
compare
nothing
it to the last storm,
on
and they're just
Matthew.
like, it's fine, whatever.
So there's a
But the
tactic
sentence, yeah,
that
let's
they
get
are
to that.
trying to get people to leave. They are saying essentially, if you are staying here, get a permanent marker and write your social security number on your arm.
It gives
so
me
that,
chills,
so that
man.
police can
That's-
identify your body.
That is like that's so good. Like that's just like okay. Here, listen here. We get it that you're a complete,
All right, guys,
and
let's
utter
write a number on my
moron.
arm and tweet it out.
You're a complete and utter moron. Now, what I want you to do, because you're super proud right now, and you want your family to die, I want you to take out a magic marker, well, actually a permanent marker, or write your social on your arm, and then like write the social on all your children's arms. And make sure your spouse writes the social on their arm,
Right.
And then just sit it out and drown, and then we'll at least know who you are, so we can alert
So
your
you-
family.
so you
when
know what's
you're
gonna
dead.
happen, right?
Like that's just messed up that people are that stubborn.
You know
Well,
what's going to happen, though?
What? They're gonna run out of
identity fraud.
magic markers.
Someone's going to go down there and start
Oh,
collecting
yeah.
bodies and just take magic marker and just get rid of that,
Yeah.
Now that person's still alive and you just made a bunch of credit cards
You know
in
what's
their name.
super weird is that this was
Thank
something
you,
that was
Governor.
attributed to Governor Christie in New Jersey
Yeah.
when Sandy hit in 2012.
That he did that. Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I get it. I think that it's like there's some people that are just completely stubborn. I wonder how many people it's like they think that it's not feasible for them to leave
That's
because they
probably
don't
true.
have a way to relocate themselves or they don't have the means to be able to put themselves up in a
I don't
hotel.
know. If they told me,
in another-
hey, move for a week, I'd be like, no.
You wouldn't? You'd just be like, that's why I built this house on stilts.
How? I mean,
I
mean,
built it on stilts
if
so the
people
water
don't-
could
no,
go
think
under
about
it.
If people don't have relatives within driving distance, if they don't have
You're
the
putting-
funds to get out, I mean,
That's
they-
fine. That's
it
fine.
can
Then
be
you,
difficult.
Yeah,
but
you're
then
putting
you're
out a lot of money for something like that, and that's I think that may be
I mean,
some of the reason.
better
that
idea.
there are,
Don't live there to begin with, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I get that. I get the whole the thing of like, okay, well, we can't. But it's pretty simple though. It's life or death. That's
Right.
it. So it's just like I don't care that you don't have. Just go, like jump on a train and like hobo bob it out of here. Like walk. Like I mean, I mean, I get it if it's just like this old guy and he's just like curmudgeon-y and he's like, I live here. But when you got families that have children they're responsible for, and they're just like, sorry, I don't have the money. I can't do it. Like, I mean, it's just like, I don't know what I would do. I could, even if I
Honestly,
didn't have the
though,
money, I
why
would
would
be
you-
hitchhiking it. I would be like,
but then
huffing
you have
it
to
out of
question, why am I living here? Because hurricanes happen all the time.
there. Not like
Yeah,
this,
but not
though.
like this. I mean, it's one thing that you're, and I think that's a part of it too. Is that you think, okay, they may have blown this over. It may not be as bad because I've lived through 30 hurricane seasons before.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be that one storm that's
Because
going
of
to be
global
bad.
warming.
Well, no, I mean it's not every
No, that's what they're
hurricane-
saying because of the sea level rising, and that's going to make
Sure,
it more
maybe.
dangerous. And
Maybe,
they were
but-
also talking about though with the hurricanes that they're actually identifying the strength of hurricanes wrong. They're using wind speed, and wind damage is actually the least amount of damage that a hurricane causes. It's water damage that's more important, and water damage is identified based on the where you're at compared to sea level at the time the hurricane hits, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So they're actually trying to reevaluate how they identify monster hurricanes or hurricanes of significant
Well, I mean
damage.
that's gonna happen. It's gonna be something that they have to continually reevaluate, and as they study them more, they're going to have different ways of being able to measure that kind of stuff.
If they
Okay.
take a whole bunch of these like balls
Science.
Yeah.
and they like throw them out on the ground.
Wait.
No,
When the
you're
hurricane-
That's the
you're
plot of
talking about
Twister.
Oh,
That's the plot of
sorry.
Twister, Jeremy.
which is actually semi-accurate.
It's actually a good movie.
Yeah,
but here's
well,
what they do. These people
It
that
is a good
these
movie.
people that don't want to take it
is.
seriously, they just need to show them a picture of the weather formation and be like, "It's the devil! Look at it! Ooh,
Hey,
It does kind of look like a skull.
the
look-
devil!
It kind of looks like
Did you just
Like a-
did you
the
just
side of a
channel Adam
rooster.
Sandler?
It's the devil! Lord, you better watch out! It's the-
it looks like a beakless rooster from the side
Yes,
profile.
No,
Yes,
it's
I
a
did.
Ghost Rider.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
But I'm wondering.
I see that.
did
There's
they-
a skull.
Question: Do you think that they evacuated Guantanamo?
No, why would you? They were used to waterboarding. It's just a little
Tied him up
more,
outside.
just a little more than normal.
It's just nature's waterboard.
Yeah, Matthew's gonna waterboard you this week,
They,
fellas.
think about it. That means they've been preparing those prisoners for this.
yeah,
this
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
It's kind of like the plot of Signs with Mel Gibson. They didn't know they were being waterboarded to be prepared for a hurricane. That's,
How is that
Yeah.
the plot of
that's
Signs?
that makes waterboarding humanitarian.
Remember Signs? Remember Signs? How the little girl didn't like the way the water tasted, and she kept leaving the glasses everywhere. And then the alien came in there, and they realized that the water hurt the alien, so
And then
they
they
used
water-
the
Oh.
water to kill it. So it's kind of the same plot.
I was a little lost as well, Nathan. I knew
Okay.
that water was part of the plot for that movie,
It's a
but
little
I
bit
didn't.
roundabout, but I'll
Just
accept
shut
it.
up and accept it, Nathan. Okay.
I did.
All right.
I
Now be
did.
scared of Matthew because it's the
Nailed it.
devil. It's the devil. Okay.
It's the devil.
Okay, the devil's name is Matthew. Got it.
It's the devil.
Yep.
This next
And now you know.
This next story comes from the dailycaller.com, and it says conservative student is now His Majesty after University of Michigan lets everyone make up their own pronouns.
I love that.
Yeah, real.
I don't. The whole story itself, I don't understand why it's conservative student because nothing else really seems like it matters with that. I guess with what's.
It's because that's how he's proclaiming himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
So-
making a farce of this entire endeavor.
Well, what's happened is at the University of Michigan, they've now given people the ability to use exotic pronouns to refer to students who insist that they belong to some alternate fictional gender. So in their like campus
It's a safe
identification,
Space. It's a safe space.
well, yeah, I mean in their student web portal, they now have the ability of
That's
being
what they're
able to
calling it now.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
create their own.
to be able to create their
So
own
here's
for
what
their
his mistake-
personal information section.
His mistake is he used his.
Yeah, that's identifying his
He,
gender.
he should
clearly.
have just named it as Majesty.
No, he is now His Majesty Grant Strobel.
Yes. So his gender is. Never mind.
Yeah, his see, it
His
should just
gender
be,
is His Majesty.
It should just be their Majesty. Or
Who is he if he is his Majesty?
Who are you to tell him what his gender is?
I want to
Yeah.
know.
How
His gender
dare
is
you.
Whoa!
His
We're-
gender is
we're-
His Majesty.
No, we know the gender of his servant, is what we know.
The gender is His Majesty.
Okay, I don't understand what's happening here. This is just for their web portal, for
Yes.
real.
They've
No,
allowed
like,
students.
professors are required to use this in class and everything.
Oh, so when they refer to the student, they have to go, His Majesty.
Why do you have to refer to someone by their gender ever?
Well, not their
Well,
gender,
like
it's
if
just
you're
their
referring
pronoun.
to them in the third person.
So instead of
Like,
saying,
would you hand this to His
instead-
Majesty?
Oh man.
Instead of saying, would you hand this to him? Would you hand this to His Majesty?
Wait, they
Then
have
I
to.
would just start using their names.
A bunch of
Yeah,
babies.
yeah, any faculty that misuses someone's pronouns will be penalized.
Are you
So-
kidding me?
A bunch of babies.
Are you kidding me?
Okay,
I really like this
I want to
Grant
go to
guy.
school there, and I'm gonna be called Bodie McBoatface. Or
They're
whatever.
like,
That's Jeremy's
Is that even
gender.
a pronoun?
Jeremy's
It
gender
works.
is
It is
Bodie
now.
McBoatface.
That's
It is
Jeremy's
now,
gender.
that's right.
I sexually identify as a Bodie McBoatface.
It's a subjective pronoun. It's an objective pronoun. It's possessive.
It's all of the
It's
above.
an anything.
This is
Yep.
like genuine, true, real.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe
Yeah,
this is
I
real.
checked this with multiple sources.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is as real as I can verify.
What
You mean our intern checked all the facts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Our-
is
we have live fact checkers.
the
actually.
University of Michigan. Wow.
They're called the
So
chat.
everybody now everybody doesn't have to necessarily participate in this, right? Or they do. Like, can they just put her or him in there? Like,
But if they don't specify, the teacher will just make an assumption.
and then the
based on-
teacher's safe to do so.
You know what? As a
Right.
teacher, I'd make the assumption that anyone who didn't identify is also His Majesty.
Yeah.
I just embrace
You can't
it.
do that.
Why not?
You can't
I'm
just
making an
call any and
assumption.
everyone His Majesty.
If they don't define, then I'm assuming.
If they don't define, then they're one of the two genders that we've
how
had
do you
for
know?
centuries.
How do you know?
Because they didn't define.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying this is where it's
That
headed.
doesn't-
This
that-
is where
then
it's
it could be
headed.
anything.
This is where it's headed. This is just one small step
This just makes me so sad.
towards the end. Towards the
Mm.
end, we're all gonna because the fact that they're taking it seriously, and obviously the students aren't if they're calling it His Majesty. Like, I mean, what?
Or maybe you just change your pronoun to be your actual genital. So instead, be like,
Go ahead and say it,
Hang on.
Jeremy.
Penis.
yeah,
That's what they would say
yeah.
instead of.
Hey, would you hand
Will you
this
hand
to
this to
penis?
penis?
I was talking to Penis the other day.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, I just.
Hey,
but it's.
hey, penis, can
No,
you come
but
down
see,
here to the
but,
front?
but see, you can't use it that way because you got to say
yeah.
it like him or
Oh,
her
yeah.
would be used.
Penis was talking to me the
Yeah.
other day.
I was talking to
Her?
him the other day.
I was talking to Penis the other day.
Will
Yeah.
you hand this to penis?
Okay, yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't. I guess whatever. It's the world we live in. Enjoy it.
Or this is penises.
All right, this next story comes from independent.co.uk. It says tech billionaires convinced we live in the Matrix are secretly funding scientists to help break us out of it.
yeah.
Which
So we're
tech
gonna
billionaire?
they're secrets.
Elon Musk.
Well, that's one of the people that they say in the article could potentially be one of these people.
Wait, it says and Bank of America. Bank
And
of
Bank of
America is
America.
not a people, a person.
Yes, they are. Businesses or,
Oh.
or corporations
tech
or
billionaires.
People or corporations. It goes both ways.
There's a
The
couple
world's richest and most powerful people, including Elon Musk and Bank of America.
think that we live in a simulation. It doesn't.
So Bank of America, the company, thinks we live in a simulation.
They could just be talking about like several key members of the.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right.
Or it was founded by a person whose first name was Bank,
Middle name of,
middle name was Of,
last name.
last name is America.
Although it
And
could
his
be
surname
that
was
of
His
Am-
Majesty.
Yeah, exactly.
Or his, yeah, his
Majesty.
pronoun. His Majesty Bank of America.
No. So what they're
Mr.
saying here
America.
is that there are a lot of influential people that have said something similar to this, that we may be living in a Matrix
Oh yeah, I believe
like
it, man.
thing.
It's true.
Excuse me. Including like Elon Musk is one of them. Bank of America analysts last month said that the chances were we were living in a Matrix-style fictional world as high as 50%. Excuse me.
But the way to get out of the Matrix is to stop doing what you would normally do.
Yeah.
If you
Don't
but you
believe. Don't believe in the gravity.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's how you
it works
get
if
out.
You're the one.
If you're the what?
No.
If you're the one.
Oh.
No, it doesn't work just for the one.
If
It
you-
works the best for the one.
Yeah.
Did anyone else ever demonstrate that ability other than the one?
To be able to, yeah, well, they bent the
did,
reality.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
could move faster.
They
they could
dodged
bullets.
bullets.
They could do those things. They just weren't
They
as good at it.
downloaded stuff into themselves. They didn't just stop believing in things.
Well,
and it,
I think
Why is this happening? Why are we discussing this? My brain is hurting right now.
That's
Why?
because it's plugged in to a liquid bath.
Oh.
And right now your water's being changed. That's why
Yeah.
you feel that pain.
You-
That's where
you're
headaches
probably
come
having a
from.
nosebleed in reality.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
that's where headaches come from.
I'm probably like
When
a
they
toad.
change the water.
I'm like a toad in reality.
You know what happens to a toad when it gets struck by lightning?
It
Same
turns
thing
in,
that happens to everything else.
it turns into a YouTuber's pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Good.
But yeah, so there are at least a couple of different people that are funding scientists in an effort to try and break us out of the simulation.
I'm guessing batteries are going to be an important aspect of this.
These people are so rich, and so bored at the same time.
Right. I don't know, and they haven't said that they don't know who these people are.
But what if it's all
But-
true and they do have
That's
to
why.
break us out?
That's why his batteries are so good.
Oh, in the Tesla.
That's why. Yeah, that's why his batteries are
But
are
he's
better than anything else because he's figured it out.
he's leveraging
and I
the
think
Matrix.
we talked about this a while ago that he had believed that the chance that we're not living in a computer simulation, or that the chance that we are not living in a computer simulation is 1 in billions.
that
He
we're
said-
not.
It says
That we are.
Mr. Musk spoke earlier this year about the fact that he believes that the chance that we are not living in a computer simulation is 1 in billions.
So he's saying
Never
that
tell me the odds.
He's saying
all but
it's-
1 in billions chance we are.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right, because he said that it was something that he came to a conclusion of after a chat in a hot tub, where it was
Makes
pointed
sense.
out that computing technology has advanced so quickly that at some point in the future it will become indistinguishable from real life, and if it does, there's no reason to think that it hasn't done already, and that's why we're not currently
That's
living through it.
so.
But think
that
about
breaks
this.
my brain so much to think that could be even
Doesn't
like
it? No,
maybe
but
there
think-
is a chance that's true.
But think about this. If you were the computer that was controlling all of these people's minds in the simulation, why would you allow the opportunity for them to believe in a computer that could do that?
Because
See,
we're
that's
getting
what I was
ahead.
just
We're
thinking.
getting ahead of it though.
Well,
Because it's like the AI is taking over, like all these movies that are coming out, like this cautionary tales about the AI getting too smart.
But if the AI that's controlling us, because we're in a
I know,
simulation
but that's
already,
Maybe
wouldn't
that's what-
would be so advanced that it wouldn't allow us to be able to
No,
believe
but see, that's
there
the
was such a
problem. Is
thing.
it's not? It's so advanced that it's trying. It thinks it's not safeguarding for that. It's trying to make us super advanced. So then, but it's not safeguarding for the fact
I
that
would have just spiked our development before we could build computers.
Yeah, because we're only being used as a farm in order to generate more.
you've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty, haven't you?
Does not compute.
Unsocom says, I read a mathematician claims the universe is a mathematical formula. And
Of course it is. God
I
made
believe
it.
that.
No.
Yeah. E equals MC God.
There's your math for you.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I don't think it's quite that simple.
It's-
What is this? The classic Doctor Who story, Logopolis?
But technically,
I
math-
have not.
I mean,
what?
we use math as a method in order
a deep
to
cut. It's a deep cut
explain
there.
the world.
That
not
was
as
that was an
one that
intentionally
defines
deep
it.
cut.
All right. This next story comes from the Huffington Post. It says Christopher Walken's floating heads currently haunting a Queen's Park.
So this is not something that is
Ooh.
like the clowns just randomly showing up. This is a person's art that they have put in a park in New York. That there are just a bunch of heads of Christopher Walken.
It remi-
Walken heads are art. Yeah,
it
I would
reminds me
agree.
of something I did in college.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Yeah. So,
You mean- okay.
so it looks like it's a concrete head.
Okay, yeah.
So in college, we at a certain time of the year, we always did these self-portraits in like every single art class, and I went to an art college. And so I was doing like 6 different self-portraits. One was in a drawing class. One was in they're in different types of classes. One was a poetry class, and you had to do a self-portrait based on poetry. Anyway.
If you go down, there's
And
more
one of them
pictures.
was in a sculpture class. So we had to sculpt a self-portrait that had a meaning or a purpose. So I really didn't want to sculpt anything, so because I was tired of doing this. So instead, I created a wax mold of my face, and then used a vacuum former to make a negative of that. And then I poured concrete into it and made it into a tombstone that was my face.
You made a tombstone out of your face.
Concrete of my face, yeah. And I had a gag in my mouth. And so it was this. So I had this 60-pound block of concrete that I brought to class.
Okay.
That was my face with a gag in the mouth. And they were like, how is this a self-portrait? And I said, well, because I'm doing all these self-portraits, it makes me want to die. And they thought it was amazing.
That was very nice of you. That's
Art
cool.
people are weird.
They were like,
I
this is
totally
great.
made up the story as I was in class, too.
It's like, that's because I want to die. And
See, this is why you don't make money off art.
No, I
'Cause
got an
you're-
A.
because
Walking heads.
Because you're not actually
My
an
art
artist.
was amazing.
yeah, so anyways, Nathan, these Christopher Walken heads that we were talking about
Sorry,
before we
They
got...
look like
you
Pez
asked. I
dispensers.
said it reminded me of something you asked.
What? What's
They
that?
look like Pez dispensers.
Yeah, they do.
They do really look like Pez dispensers
Yeah.
in the ground.
Oh, what's
Tip-
that?
tip
Is
his
that...
forehead back.
What? Who is that? Is that God?
No,
That's Radagast the Brown.
Oh, okay.
I
you
thought
can
it
tell
was.
from the bird poop.
yeah.
I thought it was
Oh,
Saint
yeah,
Nick.
yeah.
Okay. So they don't know. Do they know who's behind it? Is it Banksy?
Yeah, it's an actual it's an artist that has put that up in Astoria's Socrates Sculptures Park for a while. So that it's I believe the artist is Brian Zeniski or Zenisnik.
Great name.
Okay.
So
So what
Yeah.
makes it haunting?
it's
it's
I
just
mean it is
creepy.
kind of creepy.
It's just like
It's more
All
so
those-
the length of the neck. I mean, it's very,
Pez are the
Yeah.
best, Bick. You're right. I agree.
Agreed.
Pez are the best. All right, this next story comes from host.masson.com, another fake website. Uncapped gas line homeowner error blamed for Fitchburg house explosion. Whoa, that's a mess.
I really like this story.
Yo, you do.
well,
I
no.
love tragedy.
No,
Humans died.
give me a second.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to why I love this
Oh,
story.
okay, great.
So this house, they said that there's a couple of different reasons that this house blew up. Two different issues.
One's flatulence, right?
Two mistakes. One of them was made 5 years ago. That they said when they were going in and they were replacing. He had his gas-powered dryer replaced with an electric one, and the dryer installer failed to cap the gas line. So the second mistake happened on August 25th, the day of the explosion, where the tree trimmers were working on his property. They needed water and asked him to open a water valve in the basement to allow for that. He opened a gas valve
And left
attached
it.
to the uncapped line instead, allowing gas to accumulate in the house for some hours, and later triggered the explosion at 6:45 p.m. And it said that this is something that the debris was scattered over a half-mile radius. All right. Here's the part that